What's going on there, Kay? This is quite the motley crew that we got here, huh? We got Jane Slater in the house, Sean O'Hara, and of course, Shregs. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Kickstart my heart.
Been caught stealing, Jane's Addiction. Come on, you know? I mean, no one's mentioning that's a great tune.
Great song.
It's a great tune, right? I mean,
great song.
Yes, thank you. Underrated. Jane's Addiction. Perry Farrell, also a DJ as well. Little did you know. All right, so I guess I need to get to some news now. Yes, that is correct. Lollapalooza, Beastie Boys, all the things. All right. So anyway, let's get to some news. With rookie minicamps happening this past week, and of course, all eyes were on the top overall pick, Trevor Larence in Jacksonville, and not just for the flowing mane that he has coming out of his helmet. No, Lawrence still recovering from surgery on his non-throwing shoulder. Did not take any handoffs or direct snaps as the team had him on a pitch count. But head coach Urban Meyer said Lawrence should be close to a full go by end of phase 3 of minicamp. As for Lawrence, he says he's feeling good and talked about his mindset during minicamp.
Staff and management and everyone here brought me here to win, and that's the main goal. So I'm keeping the same mindset, and obviously there's different challenges as you move on to the next level, and things change a little bit and you got to adapt, but never, the mindset never changes. You're always expecting to win and you prepare to win. So I think that's why they brought me here. They didn't bring me here to expect to lose. And I know we got a lot of guys here that are ready to win and want to win.
Meanwhile, in Baltimore, rookie guard Ben Cleveland, there he is, goes by the nickname Big Country, and for good reason. Growing up in Georgia, Cleveland is an avid hunter, and while he prefers deer meat, Cleveland says he's dabbled in other delicacies as well.
I don't know if it was a specific diet. It's more so one of those things where, you eat what you got in the freezer from the fall. So, had a few squirrels freeze dried in there. So, get a little hungry. Ain't got no deer meat left. Fry up a squirrel or two and, just go eat that.
Now, Cleveland says that some squirrels in the southern part of the state taste nuttier because they eat acorns as opposed to the squirrels in the northern part of the state. Now, Kay, I know you don't like bacon. I also know you haven't tried buffalo wings. Would you try
No, I've never had a
fried squirrel doused in any kind of sauce? Sriracha, whatever you want.
I mean, am I on Fear Factor and there's like 50 grand up for grabs? Then absolutely. But just like for fun, because there's nothing else, in the fridge, there's no Chef Boyardee can lying around there, then no, absolutely not. I'd rather just chew on my arm for a little bit. Not happening.
I feel like Sean has tried
50K, you heard it. 50K is our goal. You heard it. Covered in chocolate, K and eat.
Go fund me.
Raise the money, baby. All right. Jane, I throw this to you. What do you think of Ben Cleveland's diet, and can you top him and tell us the craziest thing you've ever eaten?
I can honestly say I went to high school and college with a bunch of Ben Clevelands, but no, it is hard to even get me to eat deer meat when my friends go hunting, to eat anything they've caught out of ponds. I'm actually an incredibly picky eater, and I think a lot of people just assume because I'm from Texas and my dad drives a pickup truck that we shot animals or went hunting. No. So I'm a grilled chicken and salad girl. The most exotic thing I've ever had, and people are going to laugh at this that have sophisticated palates, but I think you say it, foie gras. Someone tried to convince me to eat duck once, and I got to tell you, it makes me a little nauseous when I think about it. Everyone's like, oh, it's so tender, it's so amazing, it's a sophisticated palate, loves this.
Yeah,
all I could think about were all of the sweet little ducks in my parents' pond, and I just looking at it now makes me, I don't need this early in the morning. So no, I'm not an exotic eater.
Yeah, I think every time the Aflac commercial comes on, the duck eaters probably wince a little bit as well.
My
Look,
God.
I love this Ben Cleveland footage. He's got a little Marshall Yonda in there mixed in with a little Zach Brown band. Talking about he likes his chicken fried, he likes his squirrel fried. You love having offensive linemen like that because they keep everybody in line. They keep everybody in stitches, as you know. You know, food, we got some interesting offensive linemen coming out of this draft. Kay and Peter, we had Quinn Miners on the show weeks ago. Yeah. His nickname was the Gut. So I think Ben Cleveland has given him a little run for his money. And, of course, a guy named Cleveland gets drafted by the Ravens. So all that being said, when it comes to food, look, there's not much that I turn down. Probably the wildest thing that I've ever eaten is frog legs. Now, the first time somebody told me about frog legs, I said, absolutely not. I'm not eating Kermit. Are you kidding me? And then I tried them, and I'll be darned if they are not delicious. Look at that. I mean, that looks like it's in a sesame glaze right there with some sesame seeds. Now, there's some fried frog legs. They're tastier and juicier than chicken wings, Kay. Not that you apparently know anything about that, but I will say this. I'm not a big fan of amphibians. I don't like slimy things. I do think frogs are friendly people, so I don't wish anything on them, but if you have a chance, try some frog legs. They are pretty good.
Doesn't it make you think of, remember your high school biology classes when you would dissect the frogs and it smelled like formaldehyde or whatever that smell was? Remember it was like in the aluminum dish? Ugh.
Formaldehyde.
Ask for the formaldehyde on the side.
I love the red Solo cup that Kay's rocking too.
Yeah, Kay's all in.
Sophisticated palate.
It's a party. Sophisticated group here.
Jane, it's Monday of the off season. We got through the schedule release party. We're good. We can have a red Solo cup. Here we are. I'm looking at it this way. Ben Cleveland, I've done a lot of research on this guy because I think he's incredible as a personality in this league, and we welcome all personalities. He said his love for devouring squirrels began when he stayed home sick from school one day, couldn't find anything but biscuits and wanted some meat, so he opened up the living room window and he shot 2 squirrels and ate them for lunch. This guy's different. This guy is special. I'm telling you, this guy is different. I'm in on Ben Cleveland. And I think he might be really good, too. Comes out of Georgia, where they've churned out offensive line talent in recent years. We had 2 first-round picks last year. One of them going to the Giants. The other one didn't work out so well for the Titans. But this guy goes to the Ravens, where, you said it, Marshall Yanda is no longer there. They've been missing his leadership. Ben Cleveland could be a name we're talking about all next season because of his role in that Ravens offense, but also his creative personality. And as for exotic food, I'll be real quick. I once had at 1 a.m. sushi at the Port Authority bus terminal in New York City. And
you win.
I went real bold and dangerous on that one. I woke up the next morning. That was the treat and the surprise of all of it.
You win. I love that. I will say, if we were casting a survivor / alone / naked and afraid of NFL players, which should be a segment tomorrow, we should definitely pick Ben Cleveland.
It will be.
As the number 1 overall. Yeah, number 1 overall pick for that. I don't eat anything that's weird or strange. So I once had ceviche.
Let's just hope Ray Lewis is not listening.
Scale and kill the fish. But yes, what? I did that once, but that's, I don't know. Oh, I had escargot. That's about, I won't even eat an oyster. So I'm not